In today's video, we will be getting into the deep layers of connective tissue by holding yoga postures a little longer than usual, moving slowly and mindfully as you transition from one pose to the next. To begin, find a comfortable seated position. You can prop your hips up on a block or a bolster to keep them elevated over the knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Soften the shoulders and let the hands lay on the knees. As you breathe in, raise the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back, sliding the shoulder blades together and down the back a few times. And then reverse the direction, bringing the shoulders up to the ears and forward. Big accentuated movements here. Slowly, we'll take the chin down to the chest. And if you'd like a deeper stretch for the back of the neck, you can always clasp your hands behind the head and allow the weight of your arms to pull the chin a little closer to the chest. Gently rocking the head side to side, cradling your head in your hands, and being gentle with yourself. Release the hands back to the knees and slowly lift the chin to center. Inhale and take the right arm up overhead as the left hand slides down to your mat. Side body stretch. Breathe in, take the arms all the way back up, and then exhale the right hand down to the floor as you lean over towards your right, reaching the left arm up high. Inhale back to center, over to the left again. This time, keep your gaze down at your left hand and then slowly turn to look up at the right. Back and forth, looking down and up, being gentle with the neck. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, the right hand down, leaning over, looking down towards your right hand, and then rotating the head, looking up to the top hand. Just a couple times. Breathe in, reach the arms up high, and then exhale them down along your sides. Let's move forward into our tabletop position. Tuck the toes under and press the hips back towards the heels. And stretching out the soles of the feet and your toes, pressing the floor away from you. If you'd like a deeper stretch, something a little more intense, you can always walk the hands back towards the knees or bring the hands right on top of the thighs as you stack your shoulders over the hips. Deep breaths as the crown of the head reaches tall. And when you've had enough, crawl forward into a tabletop position and tap the toes out. And keeping those hips stacked up over the knees, walk the arms forward, find your puppy pose, melting the heart down towards your mat and reaching the arms out. If you have tight shoulders, you can always walk the hands a little wider, resting your chin or your forehead on the mat. Breathing deeply. Looking forward to your hands, walk them back underneath the shoulders, tabletop. Breathe in, reach that left arm up high, and then as you exhale, drag it underneath yourself. Thread the needle. Hips stay stacked over knees as you reach the right hand forward to the top of your mat. Left palm is flipped up. And hold. Taking that right hand back by the face, press up to that tabletop position, and we'll thread the needle on the other side. Inhale the right arm out wide and exhale, slide it underneath and through. Left arm reaches to the top of the mat, or alternatively you can bring it behind the back. No pressure on the neck. Deep breaths. When you're ready, slide that left hand back beside the face. Press all the way back up into your tabletop. We'll start to lower down onto our bellies, finding your Sphinx pose. So shoulders are stacked over elbows and forearms are down on the mat. Spread the fingers and press down as you roll the shoulders back and pull the chest forward. Lower body's relaxed. Can stay here gazing forward, or if it feels good, go ahead and drop the chin towards the chest and gently, slowly, mindfully move the head from side to side, rolling out the neck. And take as long as you like here. You can always pause the video at any time. Maybe press into the hands and straighten out the arms, coming into your seal pose, lengthening out the belly and lowering down. Let's extend that right arm out to the side. We want a nice bend in the elbow and that elbow just above shoulder height, coming into your lying T-stretch. Rolling onto the right side, try to soften that right shoulder, let it melt down towards the mat. That left hand on the floor to help you balance. Breathing deeply into the chest. Slowly roll back onto your stomach and we'll switch sides. Extending the left arm out along the floor, slight bend in the elbow, elbow above shoulder, and rolling onto your left side. If your head is lifted, you can always slide a block or a book underneath there as a pillow. You control how deep you go in this stretch. And when you're ready, roll back onto your stomach. Take the hands underneath the shoulders as you press back up into your tabletop. Go ahead and extend the left leg towards the back of your mat, toes down, and press the heel behind you, lengthening out hamstring calf muscle. Switch sides. And we'll tuck the toes under and find our downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs here, or taking your dog for a walk. And slowly tiptoe the feet up towards the hands. Draw the low belly in and find your fold, Uttanasana. Maybe walking the feet out as wide as your mat. A slight bend in the knees as you grab opposite elbows and sway the upper body side to side. Release the hands back down towards the floor. Walk the feet underneath the hips. Draw the belly in and slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Take the shoulders back, arms along your sides. Find Tadasana, mountain pose. Weight is in the heels. Lift the inner arches. Inhale, arms up overhead. Steeple fingers and exhale to the left. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the right for your standing crescent stretch. Inhale back to center. This time take the hands behind the back and clasp them together. Roll the shoulders back, widen through the chest, but keep the weight in the heels. And draw those arms back in front of you and slowly tuck the chin, roll all the way back down towards the floor. Uttanasana, forward fold. And this time we'll walk the feet out. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees as you squat down into Malasana, your yogi squat. Hands at heart center, elbows pressing against the knees as you sink the tailbone down towards the floor, long spine. Holding as long as you like. When you're ready, send the hips back up, walk the feet underneath. Uttanasana, step back into your tabletop, and then lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. We'll slide the right leg up along the floor, the leg at 90 degrees as you rest in your half frogger. Resting your head on your hands. If it irritates the ankle or the knee to be pressed against the floor or your mat, you can always put a little blanket or pillow underneath there for some more cushion. When you're ready, we'll roll right onto that left side and bend the right knee, grabbing hold of the foot behind you, coming into a side quad stretch. Pressing that knee back behind the left knee. Squeezing the heel towards the glute, sending the breath all the way down into that quadricep muscle. When you're ready, release. Roll back onto the stomach. We'll switch sides, slide the left knee up, bringing the leg to a 90-degree angle along the floor, and resting your head on your hands. And while in this half frogger position, start a little body scan from the toes, up the foot and ankle, calf muscle, knees, hamstrings, hips, groin, and see if there's anywhere in the lower body where you can release a little more tension as that left hip melts down towards the mat. And when you're ready, roll onto the right side, bend that left knee, coming back into your quad stretch. We'll take the left foot into the left hand and squeeze it towards the glute as you press that left knee back. Deep breaths. Release the leg, roll onto the stomach. And bring the hands underneath the shoulders as you press yourself up into your tabletop position. Let's step forward with the right leg, keeping that knee stacked over the ankle. Anjaneyasana, or low lunge here. Sink the hips forward and down. Hands can be on blocks on either side of the foot, or you can bring them to the thigh as you lift the upper body. Relax the shoulders. And we'll take those hands back towards the floor as you send the hips back, straightening out that front leg, aiming your forehead at the shin, leaning back forward into that low lunge. This time bring hands to the inside of the foot as you walk that right foot out to the edge of your mat. Let the toes spill off, lizard pose. The knee pressing out to the side as you sink hips even lower. When you're ready, walk that foot back underneath you and send it back beside the left knee. Stepping forward with the left foot, stacking knee over ankle. Find low lunge on your other side. Hands can be framing the foot, or you can lift them up to the thigh, making a little more space for the hips to sink forward and down. Maybe this stretch feels different on this side. That's totally normal. Our bodies are not created equal. And we'll bring the hands to the inside of the foot as you walk the left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Let the knees spill off to the side. The toes point off the mat. Lizard pose. Sink the hips down a little further. Deep breaths. When you're ready, walk that foot back underneath you and send that knee back beside the right into your tabletop. Moving through a few rounds of your cat-cow pose. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, press into the hands and round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale, tailbone high. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw that belly button in and up. Taking long inhales and exhales, moving slowly here, lubricating the spine. And when you're ready, you can sit back on your bottom, bring the legs out in front. We'll move the fleshy parts of the butt to the side as you extend the arms overhead and exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold, grabbing hold of ankles or whatever you can, feet flexed. Holding here as long as you like. And when you're ready, sit back up, roll all the way down onto your back, and find your Shavasana. Relaxing for as long as you like.